What's up, folks? Welcome to another edition of Billy the Kid's No Bullshit Toy Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the US release of Transformers masterpiece Soundwave. Now, this was the Hasbro version. It was a Toys R Us exclusive. Unfortunately, they're no longer in business, so this figure is only found in the aftermarket. The cool thing about the Hasbro release is they came with all of the cassette bots. So you had Ravage, Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, Frenzy, and Rumble, all included in this set. Whereas if you had gone the Takara route, you would have gotten Soundwave with, I believe, Laserbeak, and then you would have bought 2 packs of, Frenzy and Buzzsaw and Rumble and Ravage. This set's great. It's a great affordable way to get all these cassette bots. The only complaint I would ever have in regards to this figure is he has the MP10 hands, and the MP10 hands have this problem where the pointer fingers like to pop off if you move it around too much. So that being said, that's my only complaint here. So Buzzsaw and Laserbeak are the exact same mold. Okay, they're awesome though. Great paint decos. I don't have fingernails, unfortunately, but a cool little detail that they gave Laserbeak and Buzzsaw is the camera that he used in the movie '86 film to spy on the Autobots. They sculpted that in there, so that's pretty cool. Frenzy and Rumble are the exact same shared mold as well. They do come with accessories to turn their arms into, those pylons, I guess, the pistons to shake and rumble and quake. Excellent posability, though, with these guys. Ball joint, obviously. But you get full bend at the knees. Full use of the elbows and shoulders. Nothing at the hands, but these guys are tiny, so I'm not expecting much. Full rotation at the head. Just like the Gen 1 figures, they come with these pistols that detach from the back and attach right like so. He can hold them in his hands, and he has his blasters. So the cassette bots were done really well. Ravage is probably the weakest of them all, and that's simply because some parts are super tight. It takes a lot of effort to even bend that area, but the feet are super loose, and this back leg is super loose. So it's, hit or miss with him. The other thing is there's a lot of people I've noticed when they do this guy, they don't flip out the nose. So it looks like he's hollow in the face. But he does have a sculpted nose that you actually have to flip out yourself. Soundwave's other accessory is he comes with this, his blaster. And I forget how to take it out. But he does come with his iconic blaster from the cartoon. So, he can use it to fire, but I store it in the back shoulder. Very tight joints on this figure. So tight that there's moments where you think you might break him. But I just want to get him into like a static pose so you can see. He's tall. He's about MP10 height, so they didn't skimp out on his size. He's got a wealth of articulation. Cool little Easter egg is, that they gave is you could push these buttons here and get your play action. I'm going to bring him into the camera so you could see each part articulated. The biggest complaint people have is actually with his head, that he has the yellow visor. Soundwave in the cartoon had red eyes. His toy release had yellow eyes. Hasbro went the toy route. So since let me just turn this back and get that out of the way. Head is on a swivel up and down, but also gets a full 360-degree rotation. So that is a plus. Shoulders are hinged, but also full 360 degrees. Bicep swivel, so you get a full use of the bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow, which I love. So you get a nice range at the elbow. Wrist swivel. Just like MP10, these 3 bottom fingers are connected on one piece. The pointer finger has a far more articulation, but again, this tip of his finger tends to pop off. So just be careful. Nothing in the thumb. Moving on, full waist rotation. Okay, no ab crunch. This is a pretty early masterpiece. So ab crunches were not a thought here. You do get the full Van Damme, so that's pretty great. You get the thigh swivel, so you can get a full rotation at his thigh for the swivel. He has a very stiff ratchet as well, so you can get his leg up there. Nice, I guess, kick is what we're going to call it. Knee bends so far. I mean, I can get some great poses out of him, so I don't mind. You also have the ankle tilts. Who doesn't love those? I mean, the foot comes forward. There's really nothing that you can't do with Masterpiece Soundwave. He is a must-own for any Transformers fan. As I said, they really just went above and beyond here. Cassette door opens and inside pushes back very far, so you can actually fit every one of these guys in his chest cavity. They didn't have to do that. I think it's a pretty cool feature. There is a button on him somewhere. I don't remember where. I think that's it. Yep. You pull this down and it brings his chest cavity back to the front. So all in all, Masterpiece Soundwave is incredible. He is stellar. He's a must-own. I recommend finding the Hasbro version just because you get more bang for your buck. They really knocked it out of the park. He turns into his 1980s cassette player. Walkman, I guess we used to call them. So, yeah, that's it. This guy's great. I recommend him. Pick him up. My buddies at Big Tin Robot Toys and Collectibles sometimes get him in stock, so be sure you check out the link down below. Thanks a lot, guys.